responsible men. This is our Cub Scout heritage. Cub Scout heritage goes back to the early 1900s to a British Army officer, Robert Big Powell, while stationed in India, discovered that his men did not know basic first aid or of survival in the outdoors.
Alan. Hey, Taylor, come here.
Thank you, Officer Powell, for building the fire and making all this food. I never learned how to cook in the outdoors.
Or how do they thanks for helping us set up our camp. Thank you for saving my life. I wish I learned some survival and first aid skills as a boy.
Baden Powell realized he needed to teach his men many frontal skills, so he wrote a small handbook called Aids to Scouting, which emphasized resourcefulness, adaptability, and qualities of leadership that the frontal conditions demanded. After returning from the Boer War, Baden Powell was amazed to find that his little handbook had caught the interest of English boys. They were using it to play the game of scouting.
Baden Powell had the vision to see some new possibility, and he decided to test his ideas on boys. In August 1907, he gathered about 20 boys and took them to Brownsea Island in the sheltered Bay of England, southern coast. Then set up a camp that would be their home for the next 12 days.
Jensen Chertuti would have said if you were here. The boys had a great time. They divided into patrols and played games, went on hikes, and learned pioneering. They learned to cook in the outdoors without utensils. Scouting began on the island and sweep the globe in a few years. The next year, Baden Powell published his book, Scouting for Boys, and scouting continued to grow.
About this same time, the seeds of scouting were growing across the ocean of the United States. On a farm in Connecticut, a naturalist and author named Ernest Seton was organizing a group of boys called the Woodcraft Indians. Mr. Seton took the boys onto his property for a weekend and taught them stories of Native Americans. He later wrote a book, met Baden Powell, and helped form the Boy Scouts of America.
How did these organizations in two countries combine their ideas for Cub Scouting? One very foggy day in England, an American businessman, William D. Boyce, was attempting to find his way.
I wish I could see where I'm going, and it's so foggy.
Hello, sir. Do you need some help?
Yes, I need to get to his important place.
No problem. I can show you the way. The boy guided Mr. Boyce all the way to his destination.
Thank you for your help today. I'd like to pay you for your help.
Thank you for your kindness, but I am a Boy Scout, and I cannot accept payment for a good turn.
Thank you again for your help. Can you tell me more about
this group you belong to that teaches you such kind ways?
The unknown scout, Air Trigger, Mr. Boyce, he wanted to learn more about scouting, so he went to visit Mr. Baden-Powell. When Boyce left England, he had a suitcase filled with information and ideas. On February 8, 1910, Boyce incorporated the Boy Scouts of America with the help of both Mr. Beard, who started the Sons of Daniel Boone, and Mr. Stilton with the Woodcraft Indians. The unknown scout who helped Mr. Boyce in the fog was never heard from again, but he will never be forgotten. His good turn is what helping great scouting trail.
So, how did we get Cub Scouts? Back in England, younger boys were eager to become scouts. In 1914, Baden-Powell began implementing a program for younger boys that was based on Rudyard Kipling's book entitled The Jungle Book. In The Jungle Book, Mongolia, a young boy is raised by the wolf family. The father's wolf is named Akela. Today, boys first join the wolf den, and the Cub Scout leaders and parents play the role of Akela as they guide the Cub Scout along their path.
In America, younger boys also wanted a program where they could learn important life skills. The American program used American Indian elements, and the Cub Scouts belonged to the Weeblo tribe. Symbolized by the arrow of light and flame. Earning gold and silver arrow points. Eventually, the English version of Cub Scouts from the Jungle Book and American Indian ideas came together. The term law of the pack, Kayla, wolf cub, den, and pack all come from the Jungle Book. At the same time, gold and silver arrow points, weeblos, and the arrow of light emblem were taken from the Indian heritage. This is now how we run Cub Scouts today. Cub Scout ideals have spelled out in the Cub Scout promise, the law of the pack, and Cub Scout motto. The Cub Scout promise states, I promise to do my best, to do my duty to God and my country, to love other people, and to obey the law of the pack. Law of the pack says, the Cub Scout follows the Kayla, the Cub Scout helps the pack go, the pack helps the Cub Scout grow, the Cub Scout gives goodwill. The Cub Scout motto is, do your best.
Although scouting has changed over the years, the ideals and aims have remained the same. Our Cub Scout heritage is a reflection of both British and American ideals brought together to create a program that teaches boys important skills and how to do your best. We are grateful for our Cub Scout heritage.
Yeah!
All right, this is also a time of the year where we give thanks. And all of these boys have written a little paper that says what their favorite activity is and who they want to give thanks to. So we're going to start down here with Jaden, and they're each going to tell us what they've written down. Here we go, Jaden.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was Math Scientist time. Special thanks to Sister Brown and all the leaders. My favorite thing in Cub Scout this year was also Scientist, because it was really fun. Special thanks to my mom and my dad and my leaders.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was the candy sets. Special thanks to Sister Brown and my leaders.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was when we made stories with Indian symbols. Special thanks to Mom, Dad, and leaders. My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was candy sets. Special thanks to Sister Burnham and Sister Brown.
My favorite thing in Cub Scout this year was scientists. Special thanks to Sister Brown.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was making the cans. Special thanks to my leaders and Mom and Dad. My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was the water games. Special thanks to Sister Brown, Sister Dean, and Sister Rose.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was beach ball volleyball. Special thanks to all the Cub Scout leaders and especially Sister Brown.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was the Pinewood Derby because you had to make it. Special thanks to Sister Wilson and Sister McCann.
My favorite thing in Cub Scout this year was Jeremiah Johnson BB guns. Special thanks to my leaders, my mom, and Sister Brown.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was the vegetable race thingy. Yes. And special thanks to everybody.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was the Pinewood Derby. I like to give special thanks to Sister Hall, Sister Holding, Sister Brown, and my parents.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was bowling. Special thanks to my leaders.
My favorite thing in Cub Scouts this year was Jeremiah Johnson. I liked it because of the sword fighting and my new pocket knife. Special thanks to Sister Wilson, Sister